Hello, everybody. Wallace Man 105 back again here today for another episode on the KeatsCraft server. And oh boy, am I so happy to be back. I have had my wisdom teeth pulled, I have gone through the bulk of the recovery, and now I'm just having to rinse with salt water rather frequently. So, I want to get right into it today. Today is going to be a bit of an odds and ends episode to catch everybody up on everything I've been busy doing while I've been unable to record. First things first, I ended up dying while trying to stock my shop, which we'll get to in a moment. And I lost all of my gear, so I have had to remake everything. That said, we are now fully equipped. Zangetsu is gone, replaced with Zangetsu. And we're going to go ahead. We don't have quite everything we need, but we're going to make a stop to the shopping district. We're going to upgrade everything to netherite. And we're also going to build an enchanting room in the house I rebuilt. So let's pop down here to the base. And while we're at it, how about another little quick update? Boom! I finally got sodium and iris to work, and now I have my shaders again. I'm not positive how much I'll record with shaders on, just because it can be a little bit of a performance drag. But, man, is it nice to see my base all like this. Speaking of, you might notice a couple of changes as I run through here. I've modified the layout a little bit. It's incomplete, but we've added a nether portal and a looping hallway around the hub. I still need to do the floor, touch up the ceiling, add in proper lighting, and we'll be getting to this today. I want to make this a toggleable nether portal so that I can add a hallway down here to get to the slime farm. Back here in the shopping district, anybody who caught last week's episode will know that we've redesigned our shop, but what you won't see is that we have now stocked the first floor with a wide variety of natural blocks, as well as a huge amount of preset concrete. We've also got lumber in mostly abundant store. We're, in fact, currently #1 on the MCMMO rank for woodcutting on this server. We've also got plenty of glowstone dust here, which we're going to go ahead and turn into glowstone, into there, into more glowstone, into there. Let's go ahead and track down some netherite. Going to go ahead and purchase from Godlike. Let's see. We have 7. We need 9. Let's go ahead and buy 3, just in case. With that purchased, it's time to get over to the house. So let's go over to spawn Keatopia. Now, as we head in over here, you can see our house, and I'm very excited to take this opportunity to share with you guys that I am going to be building, in coordination with Anti-Awkward and KeatingAdder, a trolley loop for Keatopia. I'm going to be making use of some automated stations, a bit of, redstone fancery, but we will soon have a trolley circulating through this town. But focusing on our own little slice of this town, let's go ahead and head upstairs. And this is the spot. So, going to put in an enchanting table here. I now have this design roughly how I want it. A nice, somewhat dark theme. I think eventually I'll put tinted glass in place of these panes. But this ought to be, if I go in here, yes, a fully functional level 3 enchanting table with everything it needs. Then out here in the upgrade hall, don't worry, there'll be a roof here soon. We've got our anvil, we've got our grindstone, we have our smithing table, and our crafting table. Now all we need is some diamonds. And there's none in here. Shame. One moment. Diamonds have been acquired. Now, if I'm remembering correctly, I'm not remembering correctly. We have returned now with the netherrack needed to duplicate this. Huh? I'm a complete fool? We needed to do this in the crafting table. There we go. And one more. Now, we can start getting everything. Ooh. There we go. Done. Whew. So, with the armor set completed, now the only thing left to do is to make it truly mine. And I've already got an idea for my trim. So we are going to head over to Soggy's shop. We need 2 tied, we need 1 wild, and we need 1 host. Whew! What did that do? Man! That was expensive. But we're still on the first page of Baltop. Good. Well, trim complete. And I gotta admit, I am liking this look. Blue and red. The people who know me will get it. Hell yeah. The back's a little plain, though. Oh well. With gear fully assembled and restored, let's talk about what I've been doing since I started getting this gear. And I think it's wearing off now. There we are. So, I have been going around to stony shore beaches and deserts, acquiring as much sand and gravel as I can fit in any given session. And because of that, my MCMMO level is so high that I get bones and gunpowder from gravel, and I'm getting diamonds and name tags from sand. As a matter of fact, I'm actually second place on the server for excavation, which I'm excited to announce has me looking at a new project, a series of guides for MCMMO ranks. I'm really just in the super preliminary idea brainstorm stage of that, so that's the only update I've got. But it's gonna be fun. Oh no, I'm popular. With armor trims done and skills shown off, it is now time to talk about the progress I've made here in the little village. Uh-oh. Looks like we're lagging a little bit. In any event, I've gotten a few Fletchers and clerics, as well as some excellent farmers. And now, this village is becoming functional, which means that very, very soon, it will be time to go ahead and build this up. I can't wait. I'm so excited. However, in the short term, the project we're going to focus on is building a better surface station than this mess. Alright, and the build is done, and it's terrible, and it's awful, and I hate it, and I haven't hated one of my builds in a very long time, but I very much hate this, and I don't really have time to redo it, and it's just so bad and ugly, and oh, I hate this. It's so bad. Oh, I need to think of something else. And now this area manages to look even worse, and it didn't look good before. Looking at something much better, however, I'm here in my redstone testing world, and I've gone ahead and gotten a toggleable nether portal working, although that's taking a long time to clear with this up at the top. I wonder if I could get this to work better while it's at the bottom. Well, the answer, as it turned out, was no, not in the time frame I had provided. However, we've got the slow clearing version nice and set up, and I've gone ahead and done a little decorating. So this is where the slime farm is, and now this is a little stupid face. This is slime. And down there all the slimes die. This is great. Eventually this farm is going to have 3 levels with an elevator in each of these blank panels to take you up and down to their various collection floors. But in the meantime, that's 2 things gone ahead and taken off my to-do list. And the third thing is I want to make a little AFK lounge over here. After a good bit of fiddling around with some designs, I've decided to make 2 rooms here. One is going to be a storage facility, and the other is going to be the AFK lounge. Now, they're symmetrical, and I've done a little bit of testing in the creative world, and I think this will hold enough different chests that I should be able to do the majority of my storage here. It's not going to be automated or fancy or anything, but let's see what it looks like when it's full. Man, that looks really quite swell. Now, eventually, I'm going to get the items to, represent each category of storage, name them, put them in the item frame so that way they stick out. However, for now, this will do. I'm wondering... Let's try a little on-camera work for a moment. Ignore the patchwork ceiling. Let's see. Here. Come on. And slab, 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 and slab. That looks pretty good. Just a little bit more open space in the room. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da. And I believe I was doing this for the other intersections. There we go. So over here will be the lounge. Now the question is, what is it I want to do for the design of the lounge? I'm thinking I want a handful of items. I want the different crafting items, so crafting table, stone cutter, anvil too, I think. I'll probably do anvil stacks in the back corner here. Some brewing stands, maybe a mini auto smelter, and a composter rig? That seems alright. Just a bunch of mini AFK stations. Yeah, that should do it. Alright. And away we go. And rough draft complete. Now, this area is almost definitely going to change more frequently than any other. I will probably reconfigure this room a lot over time. But for now, we have 2 smokers, 2 blast furnaces, 2 regular furnaces, and 2 composters. So the idea is, when I want to AFK, I can load up this stuff with whatever resources I had on hand, get them processed, my other farms will run in the background, and whenever I come back, I'll be able to get things moving. I also went ahead and moved my jukebox down here. The last thing I'm gonna get done before the end of today's recording is I want to set up my redstone shop in my shop. Hey everyone, Editing Wallace here, and it seems like no episode of mine is complete without something going not according to plan. This time my mic was acting up, so I'm replacing the audio for this section. To summarize what's going on here, I'm now selling redstone products at my shop, and I'm debating what prices and loading them up with some starter stock. I'll just go ahead and list the prices here in a scrolling list, which are slime blocks at $5 a block, redstone blocks at $50 a block, sticky pistons for $15 each, plain pistons for $10 each, comparators for $25, repeaters for $15, dispensers for $20, droppers for $10, observers for $25, and redstone lamps for $30. I'll be adding rail and minecart shops too as time goes on. Now, back to recording Wallace for the closing section, which thankfully the audio was safe. This has been a lot of progress today. I'm very excited. This is probably going to be a big moneymaker for me, and I can't wait. Except for the part where I have to. So, until next time, guys, this has been Wallace, and I hope you have a terrific day, and remember to take it easy.